Hey! Okay, so if you've seen my refresh video, it's just short of a full wash. I saturate it fully with water and then put the same products in that I do for wash. The only thing I don't do is shampoo and conditioner or low poo or even co-wash and conditioner. So I leave that part out and then I just wet it all and put all the product back in again. So it's a lot because then you have to diffuse the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to, I have to diffuse the whole thing. And because I saturate it so much, it does take a long time. So this is me just waking up, which honestly, if I were just going through my day today and I didn't have something to do, I would probably just leave this. It doesn't look too bad in front. The back is pretty wonky though, if you can see. The back is pretty wonky, so I wouldn't just go out. I'm going on a mama date today, a park day, and so I don't just want to leave it. So I have been searching for a spray and go. I tried when I was first starting out. I tried doing a spray refresh, and oh my word, it did not work. So I have been looking, and today I'm going to be using the Texture ID. Let me see if we can get that. Texture ID. It is the Intense Moisturizing Leave-In Conditioner. And I'm just going to be using this for a refresh. I used it yesterday for my day one, and I had a bad wash day, and so I had to use it on wash day after. So I've used this twice, and it went fairly good. So this is day two. So this is a day two refresh, and I'm gonna try just using the Texture ID. So I am just gonna spray it. I don't get it fully saturated. I basically just want it wet enough, kind of just to help the curl get back into place. As you can see, some of these, like some of the spirals are still there. Mainly the back though is kind of super wonky. So I am going to flip my head this way and just make sure that all of this gets some. Flip this way, make sure this side gets some. Next time I do this, I think I'm going to put all of what's in here, where's my spray bottle, in just like a hand spray bottle, because this is already hurting my finger doing this. So I think also I'll get more spray at once when using the hand pump. Where is my, well, I don't know where my spray bottle is right now, but I'll be using the spray bottle. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now as you can see, and I'm not touching it right now, like other than like just holding it like this to spray it and to see how wet it actually is. I'm not scrunching it right now, I'm just spraying it. And how I'm getting under, I can lift it to get under, but not disturbing it too much. I mean down here, my hair is so short down here, it doesn't matter, but so I don't want to really disrupt it right now. And I think that's one of the things when I tried first, the spray and go method. I mean, I say go, but I diffuse it. But I think I was like trying to scrunch it in. Okay, so I mean, you can't see, but it is just wet enough. It's not, let me get these ones in front a little more because I don't think I got these down here. It's just wet enough. Okay, now I will get my satin scarf, and now is when I'm gonna come up and kind of just help it get back into place. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna come in and kind of just help these things remember where they're supposed to be. The top is gonna be the trickiest because that's where it's the most, the back and like the top, that's where it's the most, because I sleep on that, and so it's the most like out of place. It needs the most reminding of where it needs to be. So, okay, so you can see it's kind of getting back into place. Now when I use this, it kind of helps it, when I tried using my hands, Frizz City. So I found it helped a lot when I just came in with one of my scarves and just kind of kind of scrunch it, remind it where it needs to be, okay? So as you can see, these are kind of curling again. It was kind of flat before. Now, areas like this is usually for refreshes where I have the most trouble. So sometimes I'll just come in and do that. It doesn't help too much. So around day like 3 or 4, I'll just pin this back. And I think honestly this too, I pinned it back a little bit yesterday. And so I think that's why it's being so disobedient. It didn't like it. So anyway, I'm just gonna come in and scrunch this up a little bit, okay? And then let me get in the back and try and get it to where I can get some of that. Can't really see what I'm doing. So anyway, just came in, scrunched it, and now I'm just gonna diffuse it. So it should, once the curls are back in place, because as you can see, these curls are, they're spiraling again. So it's just enough spray not to get it like saturated. I wouldn't, damp maybe is the word I'm looking for. So you don't even want like necessarily the inside of the curl. You just want enough for it to remember where it was and then help it get there, if that makes any sense. So once I have it all scrunched, okay, once I have things where I think they need to be, I'm gonna shoot it with a diffuser on cold or the middle, the cold setting or the middle setting, and I will be back to show you. All right, I am done diffusing. As you can see, it just kind of looks like there's been life breathed into my curls again. And the front, it wasn't completely terrible, but the back was. And so now the back just has a little more curl for sure, and isn't as it was before. I'm pretty sure that's a technical term too. Now, if you can see, there is frizz like on the thing here, so I may, I actually don't mind a little frizz, but I might just come in with a little lube, and if I see, hold on, if I like this strand here is particularly frizzy, so I might just like smooth that piece over and just do that, or even like on the top here, just smooth some lube in there, and we're good to go. Now, when I was diffusing it, I didn't mess with it. Usually when I diffuse, I get super impatient and I never get a cast, because as I'm diffusing, I scrunch at the crunch as I'm diffusing. Like I'll feel it getting, I'm like, oh, now I can scrunch it, because I get so excited. But I just dropped my lube. Okay, I'm gonna grab my scarf again, because there it is. What I like about the ID, I did try another spray and it left my hair feeling super producty. My hair does not feel like there's product in it at all. It feels like it does on wash day, which for a 3rd day refresh is pretty good. But I will just come in only when it's completely dry. If I were to do this when it was still a little bit wet, forget about it. And so as I'm diffusing, when I think it's fully dry, I'll put it on cold and I'll shoot it with cold to see, there's some frizzies there. And then whatever like cold parts of my hair, I know that that part's not fully dry yet. So once it is fully dry, I'll just come in again with this. And it kind of, there's no cast to scrunch out, but I just feel like it fluffs it just a little bit. Okay, so spray and go. I use the Texture ID, but I'm sure that there are other things. I just happen to have this. Like I said, when I started, I used this and it was awful. So I just had it sitting around and I had sworn it off. And I had bought one that was pretty expensive and it was gross. Like it felt my hair, it made my hair feel super producty. And so I didn't want to go out and buy another thing when I found this, because I figured, you know, I'm just gonna give it another go. So I mean, I say this is a win. Like I say this is a win. So there is a little more frizz course, when I put the lube in, that kind of helped too. So, you guys may know I have 4 kiddos, all under 10. Yeah, the lube super helps it like tame those frizzies a ton. Yay. Okay. And like I said, if there's just like one piece that's like the top right here was pretty frizzy, so I'll just do this, but then there's just always like one piece that's like, I'm just gonna rebel. I'll just smooth lube on that one and let it go back to its place. And then just as I see them, I'll just do that separately. So, yay! I mean, I say spray and go, and it's a spray and dry and go, but diffusing time took, I didn't time it, but it took between the time where Ariel in The Little Mermaid sees Prince Eric, and it took till her dad found her out. So, I mean, what, maybe like 10 minutes? Wasn't bad at all. And like I said, my previous refresh routine was almost a full wash, just minus the wash part of it. So, I mean, the diffusing time was the same, all of that. So you know what? My curls, like, see how this one's spiraling and there's some around here that are? Normally, like, everything will do that. And these are kind of like, I don't care. I like this look. I'm good with it. It's quick, it's easy. It doesn't look like I just rolled out of bed, so I'm good to go. So I'm kind of sold on this now. So yeah, I mean, I'm so sold on this, I'm not even using my Uncle Funky's for a refresh, which of course I had to do. So I love the spray and go now. And if you have tried it before and it didn't work, try it again and maybe do a little bit different method. Maybe you were getting your hands in there too much, which I'm sure I was because I'm super impatient and I just want to get in there. Use a satin scarf. Don't use your hands, especially if there's product on your hands, because sometimes I know for me, when there's like right now I have that lube, my hands, they're like sticky. When I do that and then it pulls my hair and that's when it frizzes. So like right now, if I wanted to scrunch my hair, I would do it with my scarf, or I would put more lube on it if I wanted to like tame these things down. So those are just some tips. Using the scarf when you diffuse, don't touch it at all, which I have such a hard time doing. I had to diffuse, tell myself, don't touch it, because I just want to get in there. Don't touch it, just diffuse it, wait till it's fully dry, and then mess with it. So I hope those tips are helpful. If you guys know of another spray, this one's fairly cheap too. So, hey, try this one. If it doesn't work, maybe try another one. Maybe try a different method, because let me tell you, the quicker, the better. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day.